That's hot. I believe that's how you slap Prilla, huh? You just slap her silly.
I'm fucking dead.
She's got a dead hand.
All right, guys. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to Let Me Fucking Talk. I am Lynn Lopez, and with me today I have fucking Danny of all people. Finally,
the biggest faggot of them all. You're welcome. It doesn't get better than this, bitch.
His words.
Beyonce who?
You know, I saw a girl say, she was like, "You're either a Rihanna or a Beyonce," and I resonated
I'd rather
with
be
that.
Rihanna, to be honest with you.
Right? Okay, I said the
Rihanna.
same thing. Don't get me wrong. Beyonce's like icon, but
Beehive,
Rihanna,
bitch, like the baddest bitch
no,
of them
I know,
all.
like her.
Then it's me second.
Yeah, nah, but I fuck with
No,
Riri. She's bad bitch.
Oh yeah, she's fucking gorgeous. I mean, like her music has always been great. I mean, I've never been like the biggest like Rihanna fan, but as far as like how her look goes, the way that she walks, do you know that apparently that she smells really good?
Yeah,
that's some weird shit to say. Apparently, everybody says that. Like,
I believe that.
There's a fucking video on TikTok, and I went like splurging and shit because I have ADHD up the ass, and I have way too much time on my fucking hands. So I started seeing all these videos of what famous people reacting to, like, oh, Rihanna smells really good. Rihanna smells really good. Apparently, she smells like fucking angels and shit.
Honestly, I believe that. She looks like, dude, her skin. Her skin
is always so nice, and her tattoos and everything is just like.
Rihanna's just, she's perfect. She's that bitch.
I didn't even know that she had her baby.
She had her baby already?
I think so.
Wow, I
I'm
didn't
not
even know
100%
that.
sure.
Wow, the more you know. Well, Danny.
Yes.
I'm so happy you're finally here. We've talked about this for like a minute.
Even
before like we announced anything, like what we were gonna doing. This was always an idea that because Danny has his own podcast too, and like we've always supported each other in like everything that we do.
Yes.
But it was the one project where we both were just like eye to eye on it, and we both were like we're gonna pod swap. We're gonna do an episode. On
It was already in the books.
Always.
It was written in the stars and shit. As soon as I found out she was gonna do a podcast, I'm just like, bitch, you better bring me the fuck on. I don't know if you guys saw what's it called, the Rave podcast. I was on 2 episodes of that.
Yeah.
Special guest in one. I happened to appear in the other one, high as fuck. But then I wanted to do, and then as soon as you guys, it was you guys the reason why I wanted to do a podcast. Because look, don't get me wrong. Every time I come here, I feel like a princess. Like the mics are here, Aldo fixes everything. Like all I gotta just do is sit here and look pretty.
That's what I do. I credit Aldo to everything. All I do is show up. I tell everyone because they ask me technical questions. I'm like, I don't know. That's an Aldo question. I just show up. I look pretty. I do what I gotta do, and that's it. That's how it's always been. So I always credit Aldo to all that shit.
Yeah.
But I was very excited to have you.
No, I was very excited to come on. Obviously, yeah.
If you don't know Danny's literally the most interesting person. Like my favorite fucking Leo. Well, you and a couple other people. Like I love Leos. I love Leos. Nah, because I'm thinking they gonna get by her. But anyways, Danny's very, very interesting. Danny is one of those people where he just likes to have his hands in everything. Yeah. And I'll let you speak on like your favorite projects, everything that you do. Like tell the people who you are.
Well, I'm a faggot, obviously, for all the right reasons. What's it called? I was born and raised here in LA. What's it called? I don't want to go like. How deep you want to go?
As deep as you want, bitch.
Well, I'm Mexican. Obviously Mexican. I'm Mexican, but I don't look Mexican at all. I look like a fucking mutt. I'm like mixed with like fucking black, Asian. I'm like black from the waist down. Not really. But no, I was born and raised in LA. I'm the youngest, but I'm also the oldest. I have like my adopted siblings, and I have like my biological siblings. What's it called? I'm very like crafty. Like I think the first kind of project that I really like kind of I don't want to say push, but like kind of started where I like push myself out there like socially wise, or at least within the social spectrum of like YouTube and all that stuff, was makeup. I learned how to do makeup. I learned how to do everything through YouTube. Believe it or not,
YouTube University.
Yes, YouTube fucking University. I learned how to do makeup through YouTube.
Me too.
In the process of it, I also wanted to start my own YouTube channel, which like I failed through many fucking categories.
No. Never look at anything as a failure. It's just a learning lesson.
A project that never got finished.
A learning lesson.
So I wanted to do YouTube for a really long time. So then I would record everything on my iPad. My mom had bought me an iPad for Christmas like years back, so I would like download like fucking crazy ass apps and like try to shoot my stuff as much as I could. Learn through there. So then I learned makeup. As soon as I was learning makeup, I was learning how to do not say software engineering, but like video editing and using the softwares. I started off with like using iMovie, and then I started jumping into other softwares to the one that I have right now. So by 16, yeah, makeup, softwares, and then I got into drag because I did makeup and because I danced in high school. So I fused those two fucking things together, and I started doing drag.
I wish I could have seen you do drag. I've only seen videos.
It was a cute moment. It was a very cute moment. She looked really good. She was very petite.
She was cute. She was
a very fishy little queen. Fishy little faggot. She was like, she screamed rainbows and ponies and
When
shit.
did you start doing drag though?
When?
Yeah.
I started, it must have been my freshman or sophomore year of no, not high school. College. Like, I don't want to say professionally, but like full on geesh and performing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was, after my first year in college, I went to this one club called 340. All the fucking amateurs go to 340. We all go to 340 to get our first start, and then I was one of those girls that I would there was one point I was performing like fucking every single weekend.
Really?
Yeah, and I had this really bad habit.
She was that bitch.
I had this really bad habit because I don't like being in drag for so long. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy because I would get hit out in drag more in drag than as a boy.
Really?
Yeah, it's a fucking fetish.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, I used to have a habit where I used to go perform because they would do this little challenge. Like it would be the club owner would bring a couple of girls and there would be a drag performance. Whoever won that night would go to the finale, and then all the winners from each week would go show up, do this whole fucking shablam thing, and then from there. So I used to have this habit of going, showing up, performing, winning. But then when you won, you had to go up against a bitch that was in second place. So I used to de-drag right after my show. Like I did not like, because I there's boys around and you want to be cute with the boys. So so I used to do drag, or I used to go home because I would have to go to fucking school the next day. So so I did that for a couple of years, and then I stopped because, long story short, I stopped because of like self-esteem issues, and then what's it called? I wasn't having luck in like the dating scene because I did drag. Like it would be the big excuse where it would be like, oh, I like you, but you do drag type of shit.
Really?
So then,
big issue.
Mm-hmm, big issue. So then I stopped that, and then I wanted to be, not want to say be a bodybuilder, but I wanted to focus on fitness and doing gym and want to be bigger because my whole life.
Yeah, this bitch is thick now. Like, have you seen old pictures? And you've always been hot, always, like even when you were smaller, like Danny's always been that bitch no matter what, skinny, thick, always that bitch. But honestly, bitch, you put in work. Like I've seen you go from like
I used to weigh 110 pounds. I'm about 175, hitting 180 hopefully soon.
Wow.
It's been a big after, like, as soon as I stopped doing drag, I went to gymming because I was just like, I wasn't happy or okay, or I wasn't okay with myself. I didn't like how the way I looked, and then when I would look in the mirror, I'm just like, that's, on top of it all, like, it didn't help because, like, everyone would always tell me, you're so skinny, and then I think what really hit me was when my mom asked me if I was bulimic, and I'm like, bitch, we hit rock bottom. So after that, I was just like, okay, it's a turning point for me, so I have to like do something about it. So then I wanted to basically start gymming
and gain weight.
Yeah, my biggest thing was gaining weight. Like even if I didn't get muscle, I wanted to gain weight. Like I wanted to be thicker, just to be more self-secure within myself.
Yeah.
So from there, makeup, video editing, and then I went from drag to gym, and then what is it? Oh, and then I got with my ex-boyfriend. And then we had plans and shit, so within those plans I'm just like, okay, well, one of us has to learn how to fucking cook because the other motherfucker only knows how to make eggs and they're not good looking eggs either. So I'm just like, and I'm not the type of bitch, so I don't like eating out. I never grew up eating out. Like if we did, it was on the weekends.
Like it was a treat. It was like a special occasion.
Yeah, because you grew up poor as fuck. I'm like, bitch, we don't got McDonald's money every fucking day.
Yeah, no.
Like it was very like, I comida en la casa. I comida en la casa. So that was our biggest. So that was one of my biggest motivation to start cooking was because of him. So we were eventually going to move in together. So a year after we started dating, we had a year left for him to graduate, and then for us to find a place to move out. So I'm just okay. Well, let me take that time to like figure out how to make food. I knew how to make. I don't want to say like a dish, but I knew how to make stuff to get by, like tuna salad,
like basic
sandwiches. What's it called? You
could survive.
Yes, survivable. And then the first dish I ever learned how to make was albondigas. My stepmom taught me how to make albondigas before I even learned how to make white rice.
Shut up, really? I love how you can go from like that to that.
Yeah, I did. It took me a long ass time to learn how to make white rice, and then it was even more funny.
I feel you. I love my rice cooker.
Dude, oh my god! So I didn't know about rice cookers because we don't we cook rice in a pot.
See, I learned how to make
Mexicans
rice. My mom taught me how to make rice in a pot
on a stove. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I lost it because there's been a couple times after that where I've just gotten lazy. So now I just use my rice cooker. And other times when I've tried, I've just fucked it up. And I'm like, bro, how the fuck do I fuck up rice? I used to make it so good. I don't know.
It's honestly, it's trial and error. It took me at least 3, 4, 5 times to make rice. To learn how to make rice. And now but it's crazy because you learn how to make rice, but then you start learning how to make rice your own way. Yeah. And also depending on the type of pot you have. I feel like
that's what it was for me too, is that because when I lived with my mom, I was so used to her utensils, her
kitchenware, yeah,
her kitchenware. So then when I got kicked out, and then I lived with my ex, I was trying to get comfortable in his kitchen, and I just never could. And so then when I moved in with my dad, I kind of tried, but it's just my tía had a rice cooker, so I just got lazy.
Yeah, no. One of the things that you have to know is that you the same way when you translate let's say a scripture from English to a different language, it's the same thing with pots and pans. Same thing with the gym. When you, for example, me with the gym, I like to stick to my gym because I don't I know my gym, I know my equipment, I know how it works. And then when they bring something else new, or when I go to a different gym and they have different equipment, now I have to translate the old weights with these weights. And the same thing with pots and pans. I have there's one pot that I have, and it's not the biggest pot, but that's the only pot that I use.
That's your handy dandy pot. No, I get that so much because also do you like to use a certain side of the stove more than the other?
Well, I usually use obviously the burners closest to you.
No, yeah, but do you like to use one side better than the other? I saw someone on Twitter say that. And I'm low key, I do if I'm just using one, I
left side.
Yes.
I use the left side.
Yes, I tend to lean more towards the left.
Because I think more so the left, because the left, there's the kitchen, how do you call it? The kitchen, whatever the fuck this is.
The counter?
There you go, the counter. See, I don't know how to English. The counter's right next to me, so I prep all my shit and then just throw it on the burner next to me. I think that's it. Because on the other side, there's the burner, but then there's the air fryer. Mm-hmm. Air fryer is God's work. I don't use it often, but it's I've made the best chicken wings to the fucking air fryer.
Oh my god, you made me chicken wings.
Yes. Bomb as fuck.
I was so happy.
First time I ever made chicken wings.
I love wings too, so I was so happy. They were so good.
But with the cooking, the cooking was one of the things that motivated me. Well, my ex was one of the things that motivated me to learn how to cook, because the reality was I'm just okay, I'm probably gonna be a housewife.
I can see that.
And a great fucking housewife at it. Mm-hmm. So what's it called? So I learned how to make food and stuff like that. And before I moved out, my stepmom taught me how to make all the dishes that she cooked, growing up. And to be honest with you, I prefer my stepmom's cooking a little bit more than my mom's cooking. But yeah, so she taught me how to make all the dishes that I loved growing up. So when we moved out, I had already a good foundation of what to make. Yeah, and rotating them. And then I'm one of the biggest things where now is, that doesn't sound cocky or anything like that, but I'm very good at looking at a recipe. Well, I'm good at making it once the first time. I don't have to make it a second time. That sounds cocky to say.
No.
But that's the reality. One of the things that and I think it's my ADHD. When I look at it, because I always look at TikToks and I always looking at other people's recipes and the shit that they make. So I always get inspired by it. So I'll take whatever dish they're making
and tweak it.
I tweak it, especially with these white bitches. You don't understand how many times I try to look for a Mexican dish, and there's always these white bitches feeling cocky as fuck, putting all the wrong shit with all the wrong fucking quantities and qualities of it, and it's fucking daring to me. Yeah. Okay, let me explain some shit to you, and we're getting real excited right now. I went to this did you see the shells that I made the other day?
Yes.
Okay, so I've never made this before. Bomb as fuck the first time. So I made them, and then I was looking at a recipe to see. I was looking at different recipes to see if there's any certain ingredients that were in common, so that I can incorporate into the dish. So tell me why this white bitch had 2 pounds of ground turkey, and she put this much of salt in it, and she says, "Oh, it's seasoned."
Just
bitch, seasoned what? 2 pounds of fucking meat, and you're gonna season a little handful. I'm and then it's just salt, mind That's you, no garlic pepper. No garlic salt, no onion powder, no garlic powder, no fucking paprika, no smoked paprika, nothing, absolutely fucking nothing. And then she just threw on the
just
fucking
a pinch of salt.
And I'm this is why white people are fucking crazy, because you don't nourish them that well. Who the fuck seasons See, no, I can't.
That's what's annoying, is that white people like to take everything that we do and just like water it down.
Oh, you mean like Rachel Ray's pozole?
Dude, don't even get me started on this shit. I was so offended. I was so mad. I remember dude, I love pozole. Like, pozole is my shit. Like, I grew up.
I don't know who pays this bitch that amount of money to be making some stupid shit like that.
That shit was the nastiest thing.
I do not.
Nastiest looking thing ever.
Okay, let me, like, I was thinking about this shit too. I was literally thinking about Rachel Ray, so this is like, I don't know. But I want to, like, I really want to comprehend where the fuck she went that served her pozole with fucking Frito chips. Like,
I know.
What fucking establishment did she go that served pozole with fucking Frito chips?
I never
fucking chips.
I've never been so offended in my life.
That's one of the things I did not understand. I'm like, where? Who? Like, because I know damn well not one fucking single Mexican, and I apologize if it's a Mexican dish. I think it's a Mexican dish. But like, really, I've never been to an establishment where they sold me fucking Fritos with fucking pozole.
Bro, and
Not
I bet you
sour cream.
And I bet you all that shit she put in that shit and it's still under seasoned. I can almost bet you.
No. Have you seen her make pho?
No. Bruh.
No, dude, the pozole is bad, but the pho is worse.
No.
There's a YouTuber. His name is Uncle something.
Roger.
Uncle Roger.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't seen that one.
Yes.
Dude, Uncle Roger
has a video.
Funny.
He has a video of like him reacting to Rachel Ray making what's it called?
Pho.
Pho. Yeah, it was pho or ramen. I think it's pho. And oh my, it's like the best reaction ever. Like,
I gotta look that up later.
It's really, really, really.
Dude, I'm telling you, just the way white people just trying to gentrify everything. Like, I was telling you earlier, I saw on TikTok how this girl was trying to take agua fresca and call it spa water. I was like, bitch,
spa water. Like, how would you come up with spa water?
See, when I think of spa water, I think
of cucumber water.
Yes.
That's
like, I just think of that. And then I saw this other girl reacting to it. She's like, when I think of spa water, I think of like when you literally take a bath and all the dirt water that's left.
That was my second guess. That was actually my first guess. The second was with water with coconut.
What was crazy is that she pissed off the Latino community so much that they got her TikTok banned. Like, I tried to look her profile and it's gone.
Who was it?
I don't know, some white girl.
Have they really banned you for some stupid shit like that?
I don't know. I guess they like reported like all her videos to the point where like her TikTok got banned. I don't know.
See, I don't know about that, man.
No, I know. I think
get called out on your dumb shit, but to get your shit banned, I don't know about that.
No, I agree too because I think it was
I would just ban her shit for saying some stupid shit like that.
See, I would, if anything, like maybe report the single video and get that shit banned, but not her whole account. Just because, like, dude, there's worse people on fucking TikTok spewing all kinds of racist shit, and their accounts don't even get banned. So it's like, but it was funny because then on her Instagram, she like edited her original post and was like, she's like, I'm sorry to not credit the Latino community. Like, this is called agua fresca. I don't think so. Not that I saw. She just edited her fucking post about it. But I'm like, bro, why? It's the same thing like with the clean girl aesthetic where it's like,
clean girl?
Yeah, like there's a bunch of videos on TikTok where like these white girls are like, oh, the clean girl aesthetic, like girls who
the bitch
like
that put on the discovered lotion and shit.
Yeah, and like, you know, they lotion their body and they like slick their hair back, put gold hoops and like whatever. And I'm like, dude, I read this article earlier today where they were talking about how like the clean girl aesthetic, like brown girls and black girls have always done that. You know, like we've always had gold hoops.
Yeah.
And I remember like growing up, you know,
a white girl would be scared of bitch and hoops. Like,
exactly. Like growing up, like
they're so bold now.
Hoops would be like considered ghetto and all that stuff. And it's just so annoying. It's just so frustrating to see white people try and take all our culture and just water it down.
I'll play devil's advocate real quick. I don't think white people just have that, you know, mental capacity to think that they're actually taking shit from other people.
No, I know they
like
don't.
They generally do not, which is kind of.
Is it daring to say that they don't have culture?
Well, listen. For sure, white people in America don't have culture. They don't.
I mean, NASCAR. Fucking your cousin, maybe. But no, like, okay, let's sit here and think about from what have white people contributed to the U.S. besides like gentrification, and racism, and genocide, and.
Bro, I don't even know.
The sake of time, man. I don't. Like hot dogs and burgers, is that what it is? That
Bro,
moonshine.
hot dogs,
moonshine, and no one drinks that shit for all the right reasons.
And no, because Teresa was just in Tennessee, and she's bringing back like it's like moonshine soaked
yeah.
fruit.
Yeah.
And she's bringing like cherries and lemons and shit like that. And I'm like, I'm down to try it.
But it has to be legit, real moonshine.
No, it
like,
is.
legit moonshine?
Yeah.
It hits the, no. I'm telling you, legit moonshine, like, slaps. That bullshit that you get at, like, Total Wine or Bevmo, that shit'll leave you in the dirt.
Well, because also, you know, like, the legal alcohol proof in California is a little different. It's like the same thing when we get, what's it called? Everclear. It's different when you get it here compared to like Vegas or like Orlando.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So in
like
Vegas,
the one we got in Orlando to make Wu-Tang during EDC Orlando weekend, it's stronger out there than it was out here.
The one in out in Orlando, I believe, was either 210 or 150, something.
It was
like
150 proof.
And the ones over here, it's 90.
Yeah.
This is how I know y'all are alcoholics, because y'all know this shit, because I don't.
I just know Wu-Tang.
I like to drink. See, I love me some Wu-Tang. I haven't had Wu-Tang in a minute. See, I said I wouldn't drink.
I'm still undefeated from the Wu-Tang.
No, yeah, I said I wouldn't drink any too many like sugary drinks, but Wu-Tang I would still drink.
Yeah, Wu-Tang is the way he makes it is just fucking good.
Yeah, shout out DJ.
Shit, yeah.
Shout out DJ.
DJ, because like you don't taste any of that shit. The first time I tried Wu-Tang was Sunsoak, 2018.
Yeah, 2018. 2018.
We parked in the car and he was like, passing the Gatorade bottle. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
The first time I had it was Project Z 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked he fucked everybody up with that Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
and it's so good. It tastes so good.
It's
and like
so
creeps
good.
up on you like a motherfucker.
I love it though. I love it. I love when we all make it like during our little group outings. Oh, it's been a minute.
A little callback from before. So Rihanna gave birth to their baby May 13th.
May 13th?
Aww.
Oh, that's so
Cute
cute.
little
Congrats to
baby.
her.
Oh, and Pozole is from Mexico.
I hate
knew
you.
it.
This is what they really searched.
He's like, fact check this real quick.
Yeah,
Dude, I love him.
That's what I'm here for.
I know my culture.
But back to it. Danny is an amazing cook. He's cooked for me a few times.
I love to cook.
I know, and I loved when you started putting out the YouTube videos of like recipes and stuff of you cooking.
I need to start doing it again. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go back to YouTube, doing it on YouTube, because YouTube is a little more time consuming and the videos are longer. But I like TikTok a little bit better, more only because it's very short, cute, and to the point, and that's what people want to see. Like, people don't really want to see, like...
People have short attention spans
15,
right now.
Yeah, they like, their attention span, like, stops at, like, 5 to 3 minutes.
I don't know, I'm old school. I love my YouTube videos. Like, but I also... See, here's the thing, though. When I watch my YouTube videos, it's usually days where I'm just trying to chill and I'm being lazy. Or it's like when I'm like cleaning, so I'll have it like in the background, and so I'll be watching it while I'm like folding clothes or like, you know, like making my bed or like cleaning my room and shit. But true, like with TikToks, one it'll be easier to pump out because it's like short clips. You could just do it real quick here.
Yeah, but
and then also YouTube has YouTube Shorts now, so you can still put it on YouTube.
It is crazy because everyone's doing the same thing, so you can literally just copy and paste and just post it like in
That's what I always fucking tell people. You can always just take what you could just make one short video for TikTok and still distribute it on Instagram and YouTube now.
Yeah, but the thing is, they have to be smart about it. Like, if you have a video, that video that you put on TikTok, don't use that same video because it's watermarked. Yep. And then I think the algorithm gets fucked up when you post a video from a different platform into a different one.
It can read it when it sees that. It can read that if it has a watermark for another social media platform, it won't push it out because the algorithm's like, no, that's just free advertisement for another social media platform.
What is it called? There's a word for it.
Competition.
That too.
I don't know.
But anyway.
That's why I tell people, like, if you're gonna make a video for Instagram or for a reel, or for TikTok, or for a short, just edit it on a different, like, on an app or something.
Yeah, because I use the format or the software that uses Filmora, and I use that. And so when I post, I'm just saying this now as I'm spewing because I've never done it before. But yeah, my theory is, if you ever want to post something, use the same video for different contents. Use a video that you use on whatever software. Save that. Use that as basically your guide, and distribute that video to different platforms. Don't distribute a video that you, for example, your TikTok video.
Like if you made it on the TikTok app,
leave it on TikTok. Don't put it onto the YouTube one. Make sure that it's the clean one. On YouTube.
There's little articles that say, and even Instagram has even said that they won't push out videos that have a watermark for another social media platform.
Yeah, because
so
it's free advertising.
that's why, like, if
money.
you ever repost something that you made on TikTok onto Reels, and you notice that your views are like only like 100 or whatever compared to like your other ones that are like 5,000 or 1,000 or whatever, that's why.
The watermark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no, yeah, cooking is something I love to do. I've been doing it for like ever since I moved out. Well, 3 years now. If we ever count the year that I took to learn how to actually cook.
My bad.
But yeah, no, I've been cooking for over like 3 years already. I'm one of those type of people that I'll make a dish once and never do it again. Unless it's like a recycled dish, for example, like there's certain dishes that I'll keep and I'll rotate them, but I'll keep in my repertoire that I will eventually bring in within like a week or so or 2 weeks or so. But usually, yeah, I'm very one of those people, like I like to experiment. So like I'll look at a dish, try to replicate it as best as I can, and then I always end up fucking tweaking it all the time.
No, yeah, because at the end of the day, like everyone's taste buds are a little different, so it's just like what you want at the end of the day, like. You know, you might want to add certain ingredients that are more to your taste, you know, so it's always good to tweak it. It's like the same thing with like when you try and replicate like your mom's or your grandma's recipes, at the end of the day, like they've taken other recipes and tweaked it themselves too.
Yeah, I tried tweaking one of my stepmom's recipes and it was a no-go. I'm just
you were like, nah.
No, all I did was just add black peppercorn to a dish and I was like, it was a no-go. I'm just like, I was so like, it was just unappealing to me. I was just like, I should just kept it how it was. Because there's certain recipes, like my stepmom's recipes, I don't necessarily tweak. Mm-hmm. They're obvious. I keep them the same because that's how she taught them. That's how I learned how to like enjoy them growing up. So why would I tweak it? Maybe like no. But even then, one of the things I don't do is like I don't measure shit.
Yeah, that's the Mexican in us.
Yeah, like the cup. It's a fucking cup that sits in the shelf, and that's the cup that you use to measure shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I first learned how to cook, I bought the measuring cups and stuff like that to like teach myself how to measure things. But like now,
but after a while, you can eyeball it.
That's one of the things when it comes to seasoning food. One of the things you have to understand is when it comes to seasoning food, you always have to, in a sense, over season. Because, like, for example, like if you're gonna do a steak or do like some sort of fish or something like that, you have to over season the meat because as soon as you put it on the pan, some of the season gets burnt off.
Yeah. Because
you're cooking it, so you kind of have to over season it. Me, I have this thing where I don't like seeing people like put the season on a little petri dish or whatever.
Yeah,
and
like on the side.
Throw it in like for example, like they have a bowl of like meat, they just throw it in there, and I'm like, I no, like I just throws my mind how confident they are, and it may be that they know what they're doing, but me, I have to visually see how much I'm putting. Mm-hmm. So I'll lay out my whatever protein I'm doing, I'll lay it out flat, and then I'll sprinkle, and then depending on how it looks, that's how I know if I seasoned it well or not. And for the most part, I've never really gone.
The only time you do it is like for your videos, huh?
Yeah. The only time I always put shit in the fucking dish is like when I'm doing a video. And I had this really bad habit. For example, like today I made jaiba. Never made it in my life. Mm-hmm. I've never made it. I've always seen my stepmom make it, and I even called her today. I'm like, hey, what do you put in your jaiba? But even then, she gave me her recipe. But then when I get home, I'm gonna tweak it. But I've never made it before. I don't know where the fuck I was going with the story. It's like that.
You're like Michael Scott, where like you start a sentence but you don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah. But yeah, for example, like with her, I'm gonna try to redirect this to where we need to go with this sentence, with this thought. But no, yeah, like, jaiba. I've never made jaiba before, but this is the first time I'm making it. To be quite honest with you, it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be bomb. But it's also one of those things where I'm just like, I eyeball things. I'm just like, okay, it looks like it has a little bit more cilantro than it has tomatoes, or it has more of this, more of that. So I'll start cutting off things and just putting it in there. Or sometimes I'll see that I threw too much onion in there, and I'll go and just take it out and put it to the side.
I've done that.
And then tasting your food, you have to be big on tasting your food. Like you just can't serve a plate to like somebody and expect it for it to taste good, because the reality is like, you don't know if it's good or not. Not only that, but like it's a science too. Like sometimes like I'll taste it and I'm like, okay, fuck, I put too much of this. Okay, so how the fuck am I gonna dilute it? So then I'll start doing the fucking math and be a whole ass chemist and shit. Like if it's too saucy, I'll take out water and then I'll blend in other tomatoes to put in there so that way it doesn't lose flavor. It's a big fucking thing. But it's one of those things where you pick up like as soon as like the more you practice it, the more you start learning how to tweak it and shit.
You just get the hang of it.
Oh yeah. Me, like, that's why I never really get scared of making anything. only because it's just like me. I have ADHD, so I'll look at the video or I'll read the recipe like 10,000 times as like before I do it, while I'm doing it, after I finish it.
I do that too
because I'm just like it needs to be correct. It needs to be correct, and I have to have the ingredients. If I miss one ingredient, I would literally stop everything, go to the fucking store, pick up what I need, and then come back.
I won't be content.
Yes, because you know that it needs it, and like one of the things like I don't have patience for shit. I absolutely no, especially for stupidity, especially for fucking adults.
Oh, this is true.
But when it comes to cooking, I can sit there and like peel garlic one by one and just take my sweet ass fucking time, and I don't care.
I don't know what it is, but like when it comes to cooking, I like to be by myself.
Yes,
I like to be by myself.
Like, don't talk to me. I don't want to fucking talk to
like
you.
I hate when someone comes in the kitchen, even if it's just to grab water. I'm like, why the fuck are you in here?
Yes,
because I'm just so focused on it, and like sometimes I'll even just put like a YouTube video or like a podcast or music or whatever, and I just kind of like zone out.
No, me when I invite people over to like, because I'm cooking, I like for my meal to be done, because one, like I can't concentrate trying to host and then cook at the same time, because my mentality is cooking. Like that's where my main focus is at. So like you talking to me, it's more of a distraction. Like I need to get shit done because it needs to get done.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to have my meal done and prepped, and you know, by the time that somebody comes over, that way we can just fucking eat and talk. And
damn, you are a fucking wife.
Yeah. He's gonna be a housewife one day.
I love, like, that's one of my biggest things. I like, if I can be in the time where women had no rights or less rights than they have now,
bitch,
I would not work. I would cook, and then
see, it wouldn't work for gays though.
They hated y'all back then too.
Yeah,
they hate us now still, but
yeah, I was gonna say
not as much, but yeah,
not as much. But I mean, they tolerate us because we ask for too much. Can you believe that gay people have more rights than women do?
I know. Trust me, it's fucked.
That's crazy.
See, but they come for your rights next.
Okay, sorry, I don't mean to say it in a bad way.
No.
It's just crazy, like how like people are competing for rights. It's crazy how we go from food to all this shit.
I know.
But like, you know, it's crazy how like, you know, everybody's competing for rights. Black people are competing for rights. Gay people, straight people. No, fuck straight people. You know, even whites. Whites are trying to get rights and shit. I'm like, bitch, like you have all the rights in the fucking world. But it's crazy how like, you know, the minorities, like they have each have their own battles, and you know, like. It's crazy. Like to me, like I'm like, there's more people that have more rights, but we're all minorities, and like it just gets divided, fucking crazy. But I don't know where I was going with that thought either. But
we are potting, ladies and gentlemen.
See, but that's the thing though. Like now they're trying to come for gay rights again, and I'm like, bro, why are we going backwards?
I don't understand. Like I might just move to Canada, to be quite honest with you. Like they might not like me over there, but fuck, at least I'll be alone. I can't, like, the older I get, the more I realize I just fucking hate people.
I feel that.
Like, and equally, like, it's not just like one specific tribe, one specific race, like, it's just everybody, like, and I feel like it's just, that's how you know LA has really, like, sit in, because, like, us LA people were fucking hateful. We hate everything. Everything irritates us.
But it's funny, though, because at the same time, it's, like, so diverse here. Like, there's so...
Oh, I would never leave.
Yeah.
Oh, I would fucking never leave. I'd rather be here poor, like, eating my fucking nails for dinner than being in fucking Texas with a fucking mansion.
See, like, I know. People, like, try to move to, like, Texas
middle of buttfuck nowhere.
And I could never. I literally could never. I would rather live here than there.
If Texas had Cali weather, then okay, yeah, I'd consider it. But like it just doesn't, and like I get it that it's even go to like up to Palmdale. Like one time I went to my aunt moved out there because she married a guy with money. She's living my dream. So she married her husband, and like she has a fat ass house in Palmdale, big ass plot of land. Like her man, like you know, like he has a government job, and she doesn't do shit. But all she does is cook. You see the envy
your
of
life,
women. But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, and like, I went up there one time because she invited us over for New Year's, and then I got there like around 9. I kid you not, I GPS'd it. The GPS sent me to a fucking road that was not even a fucking road.
It's like a dirt road?
It was dirt in the middle of fucking nowhere, and then it'd
be like that out there too.
It stopped, and then like, I'm like, you can't make a left or right, and it's just like, not even grass, because there's no fucking grass there. But then I literally sat in my car, I'm like, this is how I die. Like this is how I fucking die. You have to understand that I get lost with the GPS on. Like if there's anything that I like, can claim to
sense
say
of
that
direction.
I'm a gay is that I do not know. I know how to drive. I just do not know how to get to a place without a GPS.
Terrible sense of direction.
I'm telling you, I get lost with the GPS on, like, and then so, yeah, so like up there, it was like fucking hostile vibes. Like, I feel like I'm just get fucking kidnapped by like a dude that looks like he fucked his cousin and shit with like radiation and all this other shit. I'm like, no, it was a no for me. Like, yeah, moving up there was, I mean, not just visiting up there was no.
See, because like I've gotten that before too, where it's like, oh, because we have friends in Lancaster, and they're like, oh, move out here. I'm like, no. Like, they're like, oh, but it's cheaper. I'm like, I do not care. I could not do it.
No.
I could not do it. Not like out there.
Yeah, the AV is terrible, yo.
The what?
The AV, Antelope Valley, is terrible.
Oh.
That's where Palmdale, Lancaster.
Because he lived there for like.
Quartz Hill.
It's just like dirt and heat and just
couldn't do
dryness.
It. And that's how I imagine Texas is, and I would rather not.
See, the only thing I like about Texas is you could walk around with a strap on your fucking.
See, but I have
side
less
of your
rights
hip,
there.
Be like, what's up, motherfucker?
I have even less rights there.
Yeah, what?
I have less rights
You even
there.
have less rights there.
Why would I want to see?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
at least out here, like, I'm like a little bit more safer, you know, because I'm Latina, I'm Mexican. Like, I'm just like a little bit more safer. So I would rather not.
And I will say this though, Cali, like people that are like born and even like raised in Cali, and even people that move to Cali, like a lot of people move here because, to be quite honest with you, and I had this conversation earlier with my friend today. Like us Cali people, we're very spoiled.
Oh yeah.
Because we have everything at our fingertips. Here, like the great thing about Cali, even like here, like living in SoCal, it's a huge melting pot. Like one, we don't have Republicans, and if we do, they're the good ones.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
to an extent.
Yeah, but Democrats ain't shit either.
Huh?
I mean, yeah,
Democrats ain't shit
Oh,
either.
to be honest with you, no, they're fucking, yeah.
None of them.
Democrats are lazy.
None of them.
Democrats are lazy.
They're lazy and they're cowards.
That's true. But what's it called? So yeah, one of the great things about here is just like it's a huge melting pot. Like we have everything. We're very spoiled. You know, we have the rights that we, you know,
to an extent
that we necessarily need. That you know, that encourage us to be happy, be who we are, whatever it is. You know, one of the also things is like I've never, being a gay person living in Cali, like I've never had to worry ever about like even getting kicked out of my house. Like, and if I did get kicked out of my house, I wasn't even worried about that.
Yeah.
But like here, I think the worst that I've ever had an encounter with like being gay bashed was like, yeah, it was like I was leaving my ex-boyfriend at the time at the bus stop, and I kissed him, and then he got on the bus, and I was walking towards the red line?
The orange
line. There you go. Damn, it's been that long since I got on a bus. What's it called? The orange line. I got on the orange line to go back home, and then I was walking on the orange line. There was a guy who like he started yelling at me, calling me faggot, and at the time I had a fucking Hello Kitty backpack, so I was giving him more of a reason to.
You were giving twink vibes.
I was giving femme vibes. Yeah, so he was like yelling at me and stuff like that, and for a second I was scared. I remember. This is so bad. I remember calling my ex-boyfriend who lived in a different fucking state, and I was just like, "Hey, stay on the phone with me because there's a dude who's like he might run up on me, and I might need to like just I don't know, just stay on the phone with me." And it's like, "Yeah, okay, fine." But yeah, that was the only time that I ever felt some type of way. Like he was on the other side of the orange line, he was yelling at me from across the fucking what's it called, busway. And then he was trying to like get like a crowd with him. He's like, you see that guy over there? He's a faggot and this and that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, oh, like.
Okay, and
yeah, I'm like, there's a bunch of other gay people that do, like, there's worse people out here that are doing worse shit than I am. But yeah, that was the only time I ever like necessarily feared for my life.
That's crazy.
Never really. But yeah, no, like I'm telling you, like Cali's, we're very spoiled. I'm telling you, it's a huge melting pot. We have everything. Like there are as many pub places, if not more, than there is 7-Elevens here. Like
I know.
There's literally like two, like what's it, on Reseda and Sherman Way. There's like 2 pub places right next door.
There's so many pub places here.
Yeah, and
like you go like on DoorDash or what's the other one, Postmates, and you type in pho. There's like so many options.
Yeah, because there's so much shit to eat here. Like. And the good thing also is like me, like I mean I've been very fortunate wherever I've like moved around. Not say moved around because I've only moved like once, but like moving from my parents' house, like there was 2 grocery stores like literally walking distance, like not even 5 minutes away from my house. What's it called? Where I live now, it's like maybe like a 10-15 minute walk, but still, it's like you can literally walk to the grocery store. So we have that,
See, and that's what I tell everyone that Also, it's just the valley too. Like everything's so close to us.
Yes.
And I love it, and that's how I'm like, you can't bash it here.
It's like you have entertainment left and right. Like there's Disney. If you want to go up, what's it called? Up north, Six Flags. Down south, there's fucking Disneyland. There's Hollywood Studios. There's fucking Universal Studios. There's fucking Knott's Berry Farm. There's everything. There's fucking WeHo. The gays have somewhere to go.
Did you see that WeHo got extended like
to 4 a.m. baby?
You know I still haven't partied in WeHo.
What?
Yeah.
Really? You haven't got a WeHo, bitch?
No.
What the fuck? Really?
I'm serious.
Well, it took me a cool minute.
I've been to WeHo, but I've never like partied in WeHo like that.
Oh, well, honestly, I got pickpocketed on Pride. It's very homophobic.
Homophobic.
The gays are just something else. I mean, no, we're poor, but fuck, I didn't know we're that poor. But no, yeah, I'm surprised you haven't gone to WeHo. I didn't think you
Well, I've been to WeHo, but I've never like partied in it.
So, I'll let you know.
Oh, yeah. Happy early birthday, Danny.
Thank you.
My Leo King.
I turned 26 on Monday. I'm not very excited.
25.
25, yeah, because COVID took a year from me.
Exactly.
You'll join the club. I'm 25.
25, yeah, no, you had a birthday too a couple months back.
Yeah.
What are you? I don't know nothing about zodiac signs. What are you?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. I don't know anything about Geminis.
We're amazing, so you need to know. Also, like the most hated, but...
Why? Why are you guys most hated?
Okay, so since we're like twin signs, people think that we're like two-faced and we're liars and we're manipulative and blah, 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 blah. I can get that because like but that's the thing, like every sign has their like bad traits or whatever. Like everyone, when they're underdeveloped, unhealthy, like going through healing shit, you know, they project it in very toxic ways. It doesn't matter. It's just certain signs, I guess, project it in their own way. However, I think like with Geminis is the fact that we're a mutable sign, so we can adapt to any environment. We can adapt to the people that we're around. And the thing is, when we're with those people, we tend to mirror them. So a lot of the times, the way that we're acting with you is the way that you act with other people. And it's just you don't like to see the truth of that. So people are just like, oh, you're two-faced, and you're like, they just don't like to see the truth.
Ah, interesting. I did not know about that.
I don't know too much about Leos except that I will say though, I watched this TikTok video, like this girl, like her whole thing was that she would go around wherever she was, like a club or a bar or whatever, and she would
I think I know what it is.
She would ask people like, oh, what's your sign? And whenever it was a Leo person, they would always have their sign tatted or a lion.
I have a fucking lion on my stomach, and I have and I don't even believe in zodiac signs. Like,
it's because y'all very like y'all very proud of your.
I'd rather shove hot coal up my ass and talk about zodiac signs.
Yeah, here you are.
Yeah, here I am. No, I'm a Leo. I know a lot of things about Leos because obviously I'm a Leo. But one of the things is, I guess, with us, it's that we're very prideful and we very like chest up high type of, like we walk with our chest up high, head up high type of shit, which I completely understand as one, but that's actually one of the things that I love, and I think that's because I'm a Leo.
You're very confident.
Yes, we walk very confidently, and it comes off very cocky, and I guess in a sense it is kind of
cocky. It can
cocky.
be rubbed the wrong way, but at the same time, like, I think more than anything is just because people are... It's not, and I'm not saying this
because
in a bad way.
Because you wish you were me, bitch. You wish you had the confidence that I had. I walk with a fucking strut, bitch.
Like, whenever I look at you... Okay, yeah, I'm very outgoing and I'm very friendly, but I haven't always been a very confident person. And whenever I see you, I'm like, Danny is that bitch. Like, he's very, like, himself. And there were times where I felt like I couldn't even be myself. Or I could, like, even right now, like, before I would doubt even doing this all the time. And I just wouldn't feel good enough or whatever. So whenever I would see other people who are so confident in their own skin or very proud to be themselves, I was just like, wow, I wish I could be like that. And I mean, now I've gotten a lot better about it, and so I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This is who I am. You're either gonna love it, hate it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but with that is like sometimes it's a delusion or it's a facade that like I feel like us Leos portray. Because like me, like I mean, I'm gonna only speak for myself because I can't speak for anybody else. But like what there was times where like I was in a shitty ass fucking place. I hated myself. But then same, as soon as I walk out the door, I'm just like smile face, put your chest up high, head up high, walk like you fucking own the motherfucking building.
Like we talked about this on your podcast, which that episode we'll see when that drops. But anyways. Someone pressured this bitch to drop all his episodes already.
I have.
But we talked about it on his, where there have been times where we've been so low in our depression or our heartbreak or whatever.
Oh, I'm glad we're talking about this.
But on the outside, people are like, oh my God, you're glowing. You're doing amazing. Like, you look so happy. Little do they know, we'd be going home every fucking day crying in our fucking beds, fucking hating life, fucking hating ourselves, thinking that we're not good enough and all this shit.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy how, you know, like, we can... It's just like people in general, though. Like, I feel like most people do that. Like, on the outside, they'll just look fine. That's the thing. You never know what someone's going through. You never know.
I'm 100. Like, I never. Like, you will never see me cry. Like, I think the only time anybody's ever seen me cry was through that whole heartbreak. Yeah. That was, like, it was so crazy because I remember being scared as fuck because he's never seen me cry. Like, he was fucking worried. He's like, what did I... Like, he was panicking. He's like, what do I get you? Like, are you okay? And it's because, like, I've been depressed. I've been depressed my whole life. Like, not necessarily my whole life, but like I've gone through a big chunk of my adolescent years and like up into like my teenage years, like maybe 15, 16, where like I went through depression, I went through anxiety, I was suicidal for fucking years, dude. And then same thing too, like it was like I'm like, if you were to ask anybody about me, like, oh, Danny's the most happiest fucking person, and that's because that I don't like, in a sense, yes, like I don't like to portray my sadness or like as, because I feel like it's like it gets portrayed as weakness. That's how I see it. But I think the biggest thing with me is just like I don't like being a burden or like feeling like a burden. That's when I would always text you and shit. But I would always say, I'm so sorry. I'm texting you. I'm so sorry that, you know, we're having the same fucking conversation over and over again about the same fucking thing.
See, but like I told you, because I went through a similar situation, like there's so many people that had no idea what the fuck I was going through. Yeah. But there were like a few people I would talk to, and even then I'd be like, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm being annoying. Yeah. And it sucks because now, because I went through that, I would try and give anyone who's going through a certain like depression or heartbreak or whatever, I would try and give them that safe space because I know what it feels like to think that, oh, I'm being annoying, because you're not. It's just like, it's also, I've learned I'm a verbal processor. I need to verbally like work through it. I need to talk about it until like it's dead, and it's even though it's annoying, I need to like, even though it's like beating a dead horse, like I need to like talk about it over and over again until I'm actually over it.
Yeah, no, and that's one of the biggest things about me too, at least coming into this year, like realizing like the more and more I talk about it, the less and less power holds on to you. Yeah. So, yeah, no, but definitely like me, like I'm not the type of person, like I show emotions, like I'm a very cheerful, happy person, regardless of what the fuck I'm going through. I may be broke, fucking dead, like beating the fuck up, but like I'm always smiling, I'm always happy, I'm always in a good mood. And like one of the things, it's so funny because my coworkers, they were just like, I'm like, because I always go into the office, because I mean, you know, I work 2 jobs and I work like 16 hours a fucking day. One of the things that they told me, they're just like, Danny, like I don't know how the fuck you do it. I'm like, do what? She's like, you fucking wake up at 3 a.m., you fucking work from like fucking 4 a.m. all the way to fucking what is like 6, 7 p.m. You go to the gym right after, and like you just come fucking smiling and shit. And I'm like, homegirl, I don't fucking know either. And let me tell you, I don't do coke. I don't do coke to get fucking through my day. But yeah, I was having a conversation with my grandma today. I was able to run on 4 hours of sleep. Now I can't. I have to run on at least 6 hours of sleep for me to function correctly.
I feel that.
But yeah, no, like that's one of the biggest things about me. Like I show emotion. Like I'm very caring. I'm very loving. I show all the good positive things. But
You're
when it
so
comes
nurturing.
I'm telling you, I'm a fucking housewife. Like I think the biggest reason why I'm very nurturing is because I'm very maternal, and like I've been raised by women my whole life. So like, I would see that like, even though males are considered to be the dominant role, it was never like that at my house. Like women are the ones who ran the motherfucking thing. Like women's were the only ones who got the kids ready, but prepped the house, prepped the fucking food, prepped what was having for lunch, dinner, breakfast. You know, prepped the husband. You know, like, and on top of that, she was also the breadwinner, just like the husband. You know, one of the things about, I think the reason why I triumph women so proudly and put them in a high pedestal is because like all the same thing that my dad was doing, like going out to work, making money, bringing home, you know, taking care of the household, my mom was doing that same shit also times 10.
Yeah. It's so, like all the shit of also just going out to make money, but also keeping the house in order, taking care of the kids, like cooking, laundry, all that shit.
And I feel like I jokingly say this, but like I feel like that's kind of maybe the reason why I'm gay. I'm gay. Because I mean like I was raised by women my whole life. You know, the woman ran the household. They ran, you know, work. They did the same shit that the men did at home. You know, they were also breadwinners. So to me, it was a strong figure. Like, you know. So I loved it. Like, I don't know. I think it's just me being gay, but I love being maternal. I love taking care of people. I love nurturing. That's why I have so many fucking plans and no kids. Cause yeah, I just like me and my biggest love language is cooking. I love to cook. Like that's because to me, cook. I pour my heart and soul into what I make, and to see the reaction to like, oh, I enjoy it, I liked it. To me, it's like it jerks me off, you know. But yeah, no, yeah, I'm very maternal. I'm very not materialistic. Very maternal. Very nurturing. That's just been my biggest thing. I think that's one of my biggest discoveries of the past 2 years or so that I've realized. Because I used to be like, man, fuck this fool. He can get his own shit by himself. Now I'm just like, can I get it for you?
See, what I've learned, at least for me, is that I can be like that because, like, my ex, he was such a mama's boy up until, like, he went to boot camp and shit.
He's Mexican, right?
Yeah.
All Mexicans are fucking mama's boys, even me.
So it would annoy me so much because I grew up like that, very self-sufficient. Like, my mom taught us from a young age how to do laundry, how to cook, and all this shit.
I didn't have to learn any of that shit. Even being gay, I didn't have to learn any of that shit.
Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Mm-mm. No, so I learned that all really young. So it would, and the thing is, like, because my brother was the only boy, so we taught him too. So I remember when I lived with my ex, it would piss me off that he wouldn't cook, he wouldn't clean, he wouldn't do his own laundry. Like, I remember his mom would do his laundry, and that shit would piss me off. And I can tell, like, his mom expected me to do that shit too, and now I'm like, no. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I was like, no. I was just like, you can get that shit yourself. You can serve yourself. Like, I was very much like that. But I've learned that, like, when...
I'm a hypocrite. I love serving, so...
No. But, okay, here's the thing. I've learned that when I feel safe with someone and I feel comfortable with someone to where they allow me to do that... Because the thing is also with my ex, too, is that we weren't a very good relationship. Like, it was a very toxic relationship, you know? Like, it wasn't, you know... That's its own story, but I've learned that when I'm with someone where I feel cared for and I feel like they have my back and they listen and...
You go above and beyond.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. Like, I'm willing to be in my feminine energy where I'm nurturing, more caring, more like, you know, I let them do shit for me. And before, I wouldn't even let him do shit for me either. I'd be like, no, I can do it by myself. No, I got this. I can do it. Like, I can do it. And, you know, now I've, you know, done a lot of healing and I've done my own, like, self-love journey to where, like, I can do that and I allow them to do that.
Yeah, me, I don't know. I'm very, when it comes to, like, reciprocating energy, like, don't cook for me. Because odds are I'm just going to judge it. Like, leave the cooking for me. Like, with my ex-boyfriend, like, I feel so bad because I was learning how to cook, and at the same time when he would come over, so I would yell at him because he would do shit wrong. And I'm like, and that's how, like, he understood. He's like, you know, I'm just going to, like, you know, support you from all the way over here, just let you do your thing. And then, but he would wash the dishes and stuff like that. But yeah, no, with me, like, it's the same thing too. I'm like, I've had motherfuckers hit me up, they're like, oh, when are you gonna cook for me? I'm like, bitch, ask your mother. Like, I'm not your fucking mother. I don't know, go to a fucking drive-thru or something. I'm not gonna cook for you. Like, give me a good reason to cook for you. And dick isn't a good reason. Well, maybe, but it's not a good enough reason.
It's like, I'll think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it. But yeah, no, like me, like, yeah, like I it sounds hypocritical, but, like, I like the whole, like, taking care of somebody. Like, I like feeding them. I like, you know, fixing their plate and stuff like that. See, but
at the same time, like, you're the type where it's like, you have to earn that.
Oh, 100%.
Which is fair.
Shit doesn't come for free in my house. Like, no, either you put fucking, like, it's either ass or gas, you know, one or the other. Very that. But, yeah, no, like, with my ex-boyfriend, like, that motherfucker had it all. Like, Adele had it all type of shit.
Still fucked it up.
That's not my issue. That's
no. You were amazing.
No, but yeah, but what's it called? Yeah, I'm very maternal. I love that shit. If I could be a housewife from, like, the fucking 70s and 80s, fuck yeah, I'd 100% do it. Like, not have to work, get my pills, like my bills paid, hair done, nails done, everything big. Like,
I used to just take care of the house.
Yes, I'm so glad God didn't give me a pussy. I would have had 6 kids with, like, 6 different baby daddies.
We talk about that all the time. You always say that. If God made you a female...
I would have so many kids. I would have not lifted one finger in my life. I would proudly say, and as a white American, I would proudly say that I would be on welfare, too. I would be running up those fucking, what is it called? Those child support checks like it's fucking Christmas, like...
See, someone was telling me why stress when you can finesse, and I feel like that would be you.
Oh, finesse the whole fucking system. They finesse us. Like, what the... I mean, I'm not saying, like, if my job is hearing this, I didn't say that. But no, yeah, I mean, me is like take advantage of anything and everything, especially if it's fucking free. Like people that like that don't like there's a lot of corporations that will pay for you to go to school, and some people don't take it. I mean, to each their fucking own. But no, if they're offering you anything, I'd say like Costco. When you go to Costco, and they offer you shit. You say yes.
Yes.
You may not buy the fucking product, and you
love them free samples.
Yeah, and you act like you've never tasted the fucking sample before, but you go again. You take the fucking second
If you
round.
liked it, you make another lap, get another one.
You put on a fucking wig, slap some fucking sunglasses on, and act like a whole new bitch.
Or if you're with kids, you're like, go get another one.
Yeah. Oh my God, my mom used to do that shit. I used to hate that shit.
Go give me another one.
No. I'm like, bitch, go embarrass yourself. Fuck, I remember before. I was like a fucking poor kid that did like fucking didn't get fed and shit.
Hey man, some kids don't. Maybe that's their dinner.
Stop. We're here to talk about nice things.
All right. Well,
cry.
I have a game that I want to play with you.
Yes,
and it kind of goes into what we were saying.
Games.
So it's called it's like red flag, green flag, and deal breaker. So it's like I'm gonna give you scenarios or certain
like Kill,
things.
Mary.
Kinda, but okay. So I'm gonna give you scenarios or like situations or whatever, and like you're either gonna say red flag, like it's you notice it, you make a note of it, but it's not a deal breaker. Green flag, like yes, all the way, and then deal breaker, like for sure no. You see that shit and you're like immediate is like nah.
So red flag is
it's kind of like
okay,
tolerable.
Okay.
Tolerable.
Let's do it.
Okay, mama's voice.
You started off on the wrong foot. It's a red flag.
See. Yeah,
It's a red flag. It's like I can deal with it, but to a certain extent, like.
It's like, actually, no, honestly, deal breaker for me.
Deal breaker?
Oh, actually, okay, it depends because there are mama's boys where, like, they just have respect for their mom. Like, they see everything that they're,
okay.
like the way you are with your mom.
Yeah.
Like, the way that you are with your mom. Like, you've seen everything that she's done and, like, you have a lot of respect for her. It made you respect women and, like, whatever. But if it's, like, those type of mama's boys where they expect you to do everything, deal breaker. Mm-mm.
Oh, 100% deal breaker for sure. Like, if you want to fuck with me, you got to learn how to at least make one fucking dish. Mm-hmm. Like, or at least clean the fucking dishes. Like, I'm probably going to clean them anyway. But, like, I like to know that you have that skill set to you. Like, do you know how to... Yeah, like, do you know how to fucking unplunge... What is it? Use a plunger? Like, do you know how to unplug the toilet? Do you know how to... Yeah, shit like that. Because I've been to a boys' bathroom and... Mm-hmm. It's the most appalling fucking thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, I'm not gonna name any names, but I have a friend who I'm gonna go visit, and then back when he was at school, and we stayed with him and his roommates for a couple of days, and I kid you not, I didn't even want to put my fucking clothes down anywhere. Like, it was so fucking like
that's
it was
nasty.
Like the shower curtain was black, and I'm like,
shut up.
Yes, it was.
You're lying.
Yeah, it was
disgusting.
hot. It was so hot.
I don't know.
All right. But yeah, no, deal breaker if it's to overextent, yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's a red flag.
All right, if they have cats.
I can fuck with it, but don't bring him to my house.
Okay, that's fair.
Just don't bring him to my house, yeah. Because I want to get a cat, but the reason why I don't get a cat is because one, their piss smells like shit. It's worse than chicken shit. Like, it smells. And if you piss them off, they will pee on your shit just to be fucking spiteful. And then 3, they claw shit. And I just got new fucking couches, bitch. Like, I don't want my shit clawed.
See?
Declaw that motherfucker, you're gonna bring him over. I'm just kidding. Don't declaw him, but like...
I agree, green flag. I like cats.
I like cats, yeah. Like, if I go
also,
over...
because the thing with cats is that... with dogs, they'll love anybody.
Yeah.
They'll love anybody.
Cats are selective.
Cats, you gotta earn their love.
Yeah. That shit don't come for free, baby.
So it's like, if you earn that cat's love, it's like, there's gotta be something okay with you.
Yeah. That's why I fuck with cats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like them.
Okay, so there's like a gym question, because I know like you love the gym. What if they only hit upper body?
Oh, fucking no, bitch. It's a fucking deal breaker. I've met so many... Let me tell you. So there's this one gym guy who like he's a lollipop. We call him lollipops.
Shut up.
No, we call them lollipops because they're big from the upper body and they're like skinny. And then one time he tried to come up to me and like on leg day, when the motherfucker got no legs at all, like he tried to like pivot me on how to do a specific workout, whatever. And I'm like, the first thing I told him, like, do you know what I'm tackling? And he's like, no. And I'm like, exactly, you don't know what muscle I'm tackling. That's why my form is a certain fucking way. I'm positioned a fucking certain way. And I'm like, secondly, I'm like, you're trying to advise me on legs when you're a fucking walking skeleton. Like, the math isn't mathing, bitch. Like, make it make sense to me.
It's a mushroom top.
Huh?
He's a mushroom top.
Mushroom fucking top. Like, you just eat the head. I mean, I wouldn't even eat him at all, but like...
No,
yeah,
what I mean by mushroom top is like big at the top.
Yeah, big upper body. Yeah,
skinny
yeah.
bottom.
That's what we call them, lollipops.
That's
and
hilarious.
the shrimps are just body but no face. Or butterface.
I would say butterface.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking no for me, dog.
What if like they don't work out at all?
I don't care.
Okay.
Like, that's not a...
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker for
care.
me. But what if they're like too into fitness? Like super into fitness, like even like their macros and like everything and all that shit.
I don't mind it if it doesn't interrupt with what I'm cooking for dinner. Like, if you want to go cook your own dinner to meet your macros and your protein intake, motherfucker, do what the fuck you got to do. But, like, don't try to throw that shit on me. Like, because I'm... Like, I gym regularly. I gym, like, 2+ hours at the gym. I go 5 days out of the week. But I'm not, like... I'm not in a competition to be anywhere, to do anything. Like, I do it because, one...
So it's just like a red flag?
It's a red flag.
Okay, that's fair.
Thanks for cutting me off because I go off on tangents.
I know, I got you, bitch.
Okay, we're wrapping it up.
I was like, all right, if they're a Disney adult.
Ooh, that's a red flag.
Red flag?
My best friend Tony, he's a Disney adult, and like,
Nancy's gonna drag me for this because she's a Disney adult.
Like, I don't mind it, but like, it's like if we have to get on like It's a Small World like 3 fucking times, then it's a fucking issue.
I don't mind it. Me personally,
I don't mind. It's a red flag, but I don't mind it.
If they're a homie hopper.
You know we can't say anything about that because we have we can't talk about this. People are gonna get sensitive, and our group of friends are gonna get sensitive.
What if they don't have like any social media?
That's kind of alarming. Like, it like ding, but it's not like, okay, he doesn't have social media.
Yeah, I don't
But
mind.
it is weird though. I'm not gonna lie. It is weird if they don't have social media because everybody has one, which has become the norm, which is kind of bad. But I mean, no, I don't mind it. If they don't have social
I don't
media.
mind it either.
Less hoes I gotta worry about.
If they don't speak Spanish, they're no sabo kid.
It's a green flag for me because I can make fun of them all the fuck I want.
Shut
I can
up,
talk all the
really?
Spanish I want. Hell yeah, motherfucker, give me. No, but I like a Spanish. Like, I love, like, I have a big heart and like a soft spot for my Latino boys, especially my dark short Mexican kings. Not Mexican kings, but my short brown Latin kings. Like, I just fuck, I'm a whore for them.
See,
but a no sabo kid, I would take a no sabo kid because I would make so much fun out of them. Carlos was a no sabo kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Seeing him talk Spanish to my family, it was like the broken fucking Spanish I've ever heard, but it was so funny to look at, to like hear. It was cute too.
My Spanish isn't the best, but at least like I can understand
mine
it.
either,
But like if they don't know like anything, they can't even understand it. I don't know. Dude.
Yeah, my
Deal
vocabulary
breaker.
isn't as big or as extensive as obviously my English vocabulary. And my English vocabulary is not that big or extensive either. But it's like it's limited. But I can more than get by.
No, it's a deal breaker.
But just don't leave me in Mexico because I will for sure 100% get fucking.
I dated one guy who didn't know Spanish, and it was really annoying because I remember I tried to be talking to him about certain songs, and it's just like,
oh fuck.
You know me, like I love reggaeton. Like it was just not. It was not.
See, yeah, that's hard. It's hard trying to integrate someone that doesn't speak Spanish. You coming from a Spanish household.
Yeah. See, that's also why I can't date white men.
We've had this conversation. I will never fucking date a white man. If
Never.
I do, fucking kill me.
Ask me
I've
if there's
surrendered.
something wrong. Like maybe like I have a tumor or something. There's got to be something wrong.
No, I just
like I fucked one white man, and that's it. That's it. Never again.
Sab fucked one guy and then she became country.
I know. See,
We lost the bitch.
imagine
Sit
if
her
that happens to
down.
me. I'm
Sit
good.
her all the way down.
I'm good.
She forgot she was Salvadorian.
That's so funny because earlier today I saw on her story how she was eating pupusas. I was like, oh, such
She's
a
like, I love my country. I'm like, which one, bitch, America or Salvador? Because the truck is in Mexico. I mean, the truck is in the United States, but the fucking people in the truck are from El Salvador. So pick one, bitch.
We love you, Sabrina.
Are you on another one?
Nah, I think we're good, but thank you.
No, thank you, bitch. The fuck you thanking me for? Thank you for having me over.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing me on your podcast.
Thank you for having me on yours, which
We're gonna do a part 2, obviously. It's
I know,
gonna be a
dude. This
part
is so
2.
much fun. Honestly, you're my first guest too.
Am I?
Yes.
Sick.
It had to be you.
Oh, I feel so fucking honored.
I love you, bitch.
No, I love you too. No, thank you for so much for having me on. I just can't believe that we're doing this. We set out to that we were gonna do it. We put it out there. We manifested it. We're actually doing it.
It took us a minute, but we did it.
It's taking me a long ass minute. It's gonna take me even a longer minute.
I know, because I'm
pretty
pretty this one's probably gonna come out before his, so everyone bug him.
Oh no,
to put out his shit, like spam his
ring up on my shit. But if you guys want to see my podcast, it is called fuck, I forgot my own name on my podcast. The gays of our lives, because we want to, because everybody has their days of our lives. We have the gays of our lives, and we want to be the gays of your life. But yeah, you can search up my my podcast.
His YouTube channel.
We will leave it on any links, or I don't know how.
Yeah, I'll link everything.
Awesome, great. But thank you once again for having me on. It's always a great pleasure. It's always fun having you, both of you on, always. And I feel like I'm a fucking professional. I feel like I'm a fucking star. Every time I come here, because there's mics and everything and the production. I'm just like,
You're Riri.
Me with my one camera, my one fucking mic and shit.
Yeah, man, even us, we're still small here too.
But we're gonna get big. We will get big.
All right, thank you guys. Subscribe, follow all the things, share with your friends.
Follow, like, and subscribe to Lynn's fucking podcast. I
and
promise
his,
you,
please, everything.
It's great. It's so worth it. The first episode, great. Second episode, even better. Third episode, it's gonna be sweet, bitch.
Oh, and this one's gonna be 4. Your favorite number.
My favorite number is 4. You are my number 4 too. Isn't that cute? Nice. Look at us. Yeah, my favorite number is 4, and then 4 and 4. Wow. Yeah. Look at us.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
That was Danny Mendez and Lynn Lopez. Out.
Wait.